Hello, everyone, and welcome to Circle Time. Hi, Sue. How are you? Hope you had a great weekend. So today we're going to talk about the letter J. J is for jellyfish. Have you ever seen a jellyfish before? You haven't? Have you seen a jellyfish before? Maybe at an aquarium or maybe when you went to the beach? Well, we're going to learn about jellyfish today. But first, I think there's a fish we need to feed. Bread. We need to do our class job. If you're new here, my name is Miss Kathy, and that was Sue, and this is our class pet named Bread. Every time you come to class, we have to feed Bread together. That's our class job. So let's turn around now and see what day it is. The month is May. Let's reach into our can and see how we will count. We're going to jump. So let's get ready to jump and count. Here we go. 1, jump up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Today is May 15th. Can you say today's date? May 15th. If you want to know the day, you've got to go up to the top. It starts with an M, and letter M makes this sound. So what day starts with that sound? Monday. Monday. Days of the week. 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 There's Sunday and there's Monday. There's Tuesday and there's Wednesday. There's Thursday and there's Friday. And then there's Saturday. Days of the week. 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 Well, it's time to check the weather, so look outside your window and see what your weather looks like today. Is your weather sunny or cloudy or rainy or windy? When I do like this with my microphone, you just shout it out. What's the weather? What's the weather? What's the weather like today? What's the weather? What's the weather? What's the weather like today? It is out today. It is out today. Well, let's dress Weather Bear. Let's put on, oh, I think he's already dressed. Let's see what he's wearing then. A t-shirt and some shorts, overalls, and then some sandals. Weather Bear, you look great. And what is the season right now? The season is spring. Well, that was our calendar time, and now it's time for our letter of the day. And today's letter is the letter J. Does your name have a letter J in it? If your name has letter J, stand up. If your name has letter J, stand up. If your name has letter J, if your name has letter J, if your name has letter J, stand up. Well, I decorated my letter J like a jellyfish today. I just made a bump at the top and colored the top part. And then I made all these squiggly little tentacles come down. And I just pretended that was one big giant tentacle. So that's how I decorated J today, like a jellyfish. Well, now that we can recognize letter J, let's practice writing it. And to make a letter J, you're just going to start like you're making a number 1, and then you're just going to start curving. So go down like a number 1, and then just start curving around, and then give it a top. So go down and curve around with the top. Do you want to practice writing the big letter J? You can use your own paper. You can use a whiteboard like me. You can skywrite. Just pretend that you're writing in the sky. Or you can get a copy of this Handwriting House paper, parents. It's at my website. The link is below. Start by making a 1 and then curve around with a top. 1, curve around with a top. Straight down, curve around, and then give it a top. You can keep practicing those if you'd like to. Then you can also practice the little letter J. It looks the same. You're going to go down and curve around, but instead of a top, you're going to give it a dot. Down and curve around with a dot. Let's practice the little J. Start downstairs, and then you're going to go all the way down into the basement. So down to the basement, curve around, and that dot is going to be upstairs. So we're going to use all 3 of our handwriting lines today for little J. Down and curve around with the dot. Down and curve around with the dot. Down and curve around with the dot. That's how you make the little J. And I know you are doing such a great job with your handwriting. I'm going to just go ahead and cheer for you. I know you're going to practice those J's. You're listening and learning. That is for your handwriting paper. It's a sticker. Well, now we know what J looks like. We know how to write letter J. So it's time to talk about the sound that letter J makes. Letter J makes this sound. J, J, J. Can you try to make that sound? J, J, J. Letter J says J, 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 as in jump, jump, jump. Do you want to jump up too? Letter J says J, 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 as in jump, 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 J, J, J. Well, that was our letter of the day time, and I have a really neat idea for you, to something that you can make today for art. I'm just going to bring it right over from the art table and show you. So you can see, one of the tentacles came off, but you can see that I just took a paper plate and I just cut it in half and colored it. And then I colored strips of tissue paper, or I cut strips of tissue paper and glued those on to the back of the paper plate. And I even have some ribbon. This one came off, but I have some ribbon too that I stuck on there. And so that makes a cute little paper plate jellyfish if you want to make that today for art. Well, for science today, I would love to tell you some more things about jellyfish. First of all, did you know that you can find jellyfish all over the world? So this is the map of a world. It's kind of flattened out so that you can see all the parts. The world is round, but here we just kind of spread it so you can see there are lots of blue parts. And all those blue parts are oceans and seas. Well, jellyfish can be found all around the world. Jellyfish look like umbrellas, don't they? They have a dome at the top. God made so many amazing creatures. When I look at the jellyfish, it just reminds me how creative he is. Look at this. Well, it even gets better. Look at these colors. Jellyfish can be brightly colored like pink and purple and red and orange. And they can also be almost invisible, transparent. That means you can just see right through them and the light can pass through them. Jellyfish have these really long, stringy looking things coming out from their bodies, and those are called tentacles. The very largest jellyfish in the world can have tentacles that are as long as 4 school buses. Wow, those are long tentacles. You don't want to touch them though. A jellyfish's tentacles can sting if you touch them. Ouch! Well, our story today is a fun story about a jellyfish and his best friend, a seahorse named Peanut Butter. So here we go. It's called Peanut Butter and Jellyfish. Peanut Butter and Jellyfish were the best of friends. best of friends who spent their days exploring, up, down, around, and through their grand ocean home. Unluckily for them, they lived near Krabby. "You guys swim like humans," he would taunt as they slipped past. Peanut Butter and Jellyfish did their best to ignore him. "Did you hear something?" asked Jellyfish. "No, must be the ocean current," said Peanut Butter. But Krabby was relentless. "You guys smell like rotten barnacles. P.U. I've seen sea snails swim faster than you. What a bunch of bubbleheads." Ooh, he was not nice, is he? Jellyfish puffed up his chest and said, "Driftwood and sea stones may break our bones, but words will never hurt us." "You're an invertebrate. You don't even have bones," puffed Krabby as he marched along his favorite rock all by himself. One day, as Peanut Butter and Jellyfish set out on an excursion to the Great Reef, they swam past Krabby's perch. They braced themselves for the usual insults, but all was quiet. They turned around and looked. Krabby was gone. Then they heard the faint sound of sobbing up ahead. "Boo-hoo-hoo! Boo-hoo-hoo-hoo!" It was Krabby. He was caught in a lobster trap, and it was being lifted to the surface. "Boo-hoo-hoo! I'm scared," he cried. Surely he was doomed. "Should we help?" asked Jellyfish. The two friends shared a look. "He is in serious trouble," said Peanut Butter. "You're right. We have to help," exclaimed Jellyfish. "But how?" "I have a plan," said Peanut Butter. "Follow me." They swam up to the lobster trap. Peanut Butter used his tail to unlock the trap's gate, but Krabby didn't budge. He wouldn't come out. "Come on, you're free," said Peanut Butter. But, I can't swim," confessed Krabby, "and I'm afraid of heights." The lobster trap was getting pulled closer to the surface. "Plan B!" exclaimed Jellyfish. He worked furiously on untying the trap's knot. "Hurry!" cried Peanut Butter. "I can see the fishermen above." Just when all hope was lost, the knot gave out, sending the trap plummeting. Peanut Butter and Jellyfish grabbed a hold and lowered it slowly to safety. Krabby's legs wobbled as he returned to his favorite rock. Thanks, you two," he stuttered. "You know, I'm sorry for saying those mean things," Krabby said. He may have been afraid of heights, but Krabby was brave enough to apologize. "I guess I was jealous. You guys seem like you're always having so much fun exploring the open waters." "Well, there's plenty to explore close to the ocean floor," said Jellyfish. Peanut Butter and Jellyfish still swam up, down, around, and through, but it was on the ocean floor that they found their greatest treasure, a new friend. The end. Well, I hope you had some fun today with letter J. I'll see you tomorrow for letter K. Have a great day. Goodbye, everybody.